Good morning, everyone, and happy Easter weekend. Today is the 10th of April, 2020. Looks like we're doing really well with people coming into the workshop today. Looking over at my other computer here. Wow, that's great. My name is George Kosch, of course, and I'm the CEO of Worldprofit. We are here today to do an informal workshop like we do every Friday. So mark that on your calendar every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm here. I'm your sponsor. So if you're new and you have questions, you can fill them in at any time. And if you've been with us for a long time, you can still do questions. If you have questions that you've got 2 or 3 of them and you don't want to do them in the live workshop, you could just fill out a support ticket anytime during the week and say, could you cover these things in your workshop? And I'll do it happily, no problem at all. Okay. My background is military. I was in the military at I signed up when I was 19, got into the Canadian Forces, went to military college, which is very much like West Point or Annapolis, same sort of idea. And it was great because I didn't have to pay for my schooling, which was a university. And at the time, it was still expensive, not as expensive as it is now, but they covered your food, what you wore, like everything, which amounts to probably a lot of money. I got out after 10 years as a pilot, because they offered early retirement and they had too many pilots, which was pretty good for me because I thought, you know what, I want to just get out and see what's out there. I was 29 years old. Turned out to be a really good idea to get out because the internet sort of was starting to take shape, and started working off a kitchen table just like many of you are doing now. Entrepreneur. Didn't know anything. I didn't, my idea of marketing was selling a computer and putting a little poster up on the laundromats. And I didn't have a clue what marketing was or promotion or anything like that. And people started coming to me for websites. And I said, oh, okay. So switched from selling little computers, which I only sold one, to doing this, creating web pages and sites, learning how to program. And I think the point I'm trying to get across to you is I started from zero, and I built the business with Sandy Hunter over this quarter of a century. And I want that to be the theme today, is to have an understanding that you want to take this stuff from the ground up. You're not going to just roll into a business that makes you thousands of dollars every day. Okay, those things don't exist online. Even though you read your email every day, it seems like it does. It really doesn't. Okay, so how do you get started in a program? This is the most important step that you can take, is when you first come into Worldprofit, get to lesson 3. The monitors in the Live Business Center are there to help you. That's what they're all about, is they're closing sales for you, just like they probably convinced you to give it a try. But they're also, on the other side of it, they're there to guide you and help you out to get through picking your domain name and then setting up everything and getting on to lesson 3 so that you can learn about how our program works, go through that first training video, and very importantly, learn how to get all the bonuses that were promised to you. We're running everything under one hood type of site. So it's important that we portion these things off to people and not overwhelm them with 100 lessons and do this and your prospect manager and all these things. We want to teach people how to do everything slowly, but in a very organized way. Okay, that way promotion, when we teach it to people, is very efficient. And I'm going to show you some tools today to show you how to promote the way I do, which is extremely fast and efficient. Okay? Do the video. I can't tell you how important that is. When you watch the video under training on the top menu, make sure that you do the video. Okay, you don't want to just watch it. Go through, sign up for a safe list. First one, second one, state-of-the-art mailer, Hercules. Those are great ways to start. And take your time with it. The ad examples are there for you to send out. You can pick any one on the page that you want. The goal is to just get you doing the promotion, giving you a sense of how it works. Remember, you're here because of your sponsor's promotion. Like that's the most, that's such an important thing, is to turn it around and say, well, how did I get here? I got here because of Worldprofit's system, the way they train, their process. It does work because you answered an ad by filling out a form, and then you came into our member area. You probably chatted with the Live Business Center monitors, etc. So this is a process that works, and importantly, it can be applied to any program that you're in, any affiliate program, any business opportunity, anything that you're in. Remember, we're not a business opportunity, we're a business platform. We're here to teach you how to run a business online. And that's why we give you a website, and we give you all the tools that are attached to that website. It's like consider it like your own little franchise, right? Where everything is off your site. Okay, so that's important to have an understanding of that. And the tools and things are going to show you a few things today. I'm going to give you a little bit of JitBit auto text. You're going to see some RoboForm and Postbox, because I want to talk to you about how to get to that 200 clicks a day. And it's a lot easier than you think it is if you have these tools, which are, of course, they're optional. You don't need to have them, but they're just going to speed things up for you. And when I say speed things up, they're going to speed things up. Okay? The ad tracker on the top, I have had some people ask about it, so I'll show you a little bit about that. But basically, the ad tracker works, say that I give you a link, and I say I want you to go to google.com. Okay, and you say to me, okay, so you want me to send out a promo and tell everybody to go to Google? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, how will I know how many people go to google.com? Simple. You're going to cloak the link under your domain name so that people actually click a link that goes to your site, but then instantly goes to google.com. In other words, it's like like somebody catches a ball and just throws it quickly. But the person that catches the ball, that's the ad tracker. It's going to say one click on that special link, and oh, by the way, I sent them to Google for you. Why do we do that? Because we want you to promote your web URL, your site, for backlinks, for future. Everything goes through you. So hopefully that makes sense, and that's what the ad tracker is all about. Okay, we have Link Manager to track all kinds of links that you use over and over again. So that's a huge tool. Okay, only use Gmail for your business. That goes without saying. Gmail is by far the most superior email that you can get online. I think they pretty much got the market in their browsers and the email. Okay, so they're the best. They give you a lot of controls, and they accept almost all email that is sent. Okay. Today's topics. I just wanted to give you a quick update on the graphics studio, and it's kind of fun to take a look at it. So I'm going to show you that we have an ebook cover creator and a banner creator that are built into the graphics studio. This is, again, an optional program. If you're a platinum member, it's included. If you're a silver member, it's just a one-time small payment, okay, if you want to use it. And again, this is more or less if you're sort of moving forward in the program and you want to create banners for affiliate programs you're in, ebooks for your landing pages and things like that. I'm gonna give you a little tour of that. The first thing, though, that I think I want to talk to you about is the 200 clicks. 200 clicks a day. Now, what are we talking about with the 200 clicks? Well, number one, when you go to training and you start your training, this video is going to give you an overview of the program in general. It's going to take you from the member area, your profile, getting a few things set up, and then it's going to cover exactly the concept that we're trying to teach you, which is promotion. And you're going to get going in that. And then I would recommend that you keep a copy of this book on your computer. You can read it anytime you want. And then, of course, this is an important one. It's a little bit of extra help with safe listing exchanges and how they work. I learned how traffic exchanges work first about, I don't know, 15 years ago. They started coming out, probably longer than that. I think they were right around 2003, 2004. And they were a pretty amazing concept because what they would do is they'd say, okay, log in and put in your website where you want people to go. And in exchange for that, you are going to click a link to see other people's sites. So in other words, it was a link exchange. And I thought, that's interesting. Okay, how's this all? Oh, so they give you some credits. In other words, every person that signs up gets, say, 100 credits, which is 100 views to their URL. Well, that made people sign up. But quickly they found out their credits wore out because everybody's clicking because they earn credits when they click. So you're like, oh, okay, so what's the purpose of this? How does this work? Because everybody's just clicking and not reading anything, right? They're just earning credits. But then I bought something that I saw because I was, we're all window shoppers, right? And it was really cool because it was free and it was RoboForm. Somebody put in their affiliate link to RoboForm, and it was a password, locker. So I thought, oh, I'll give it a try. So then I bought it. So that person would have got commission. And before I knew it, I was sitting there watching TV and I thought, that's pretty cool. So if you put something up for free, people will click on it. So we started creating landing pages quickly. Rather than saying, hey, sign up for a silver and get started, give us your money, I thought, well, we'll just give away some credits in our own exchange that I built because I'm a programmer. So in other words, it worked. It was a great concept. It still is. But what people don't do right is they put websites in there. They don't put squeeze pages and landing pages, and they don't offer anything for free. Want to learn how to do that? These are the videos for you. This will open your whole mind to this thing. Okay, your brain will just explode because you'll say, I get it now. People window shop. That's why they park their cars in their driveways and they can't get into their house through the garage. There's too much stuff in there. Remember in the old days when you used to park in your garage? That's what people do. They buy, and especially when it's free, they come in and they sign up for as much free stuff as they can. Sandy, Hunter, and I did a show. It was an expo, health expo, 20 years ago. And we were giving away free packages. And I remember, each package cost us like $1, and we thought, 200 were enough. They were gone in a couple hours. Everybody that came to our table just took one. They didn't even know what they were doing. So all these years later, I get it. If you give people 100 free things, they'll take 99 of them. If you give them 1,000 things that just cost $1, they'll maybe take 1 or 2. Okay? So give stuff away. That's what we teach you. And that's the whole purpose of this. That's why we want you to get the 200 clicks. And that's why safe listing exchanges work. They do work as long as you send the right thing out to them. Okay? So how do you get to the 200 clicks? It seems like a lot, right? Well, number one is you get your Gmail account, a couple of them. And I don't log in to my Gmail accounts. I use a program called Postbox. And Postbox is very unique because, as you can see, this is a Gmail account. This is a Gmail account. You see that I know you can't read this, but I don't want you to read it. It's fine. Worldprofitinc@gmail.com. SEO Worldprofit@gmail.com. Do you see how they're right here? 1, 2, 3, right in a row. And they're all Gmail accounts. And it's great because to go from one Gmail account to another, I just move my mouse. I don't have to click on tabs. I don't have to log into multiple sites. As soon as I pull Postbox up, I'm logged into all my Gmail accounts. How many Gmail accounts do you need? I don't know. I would get 2 minimum, maybe 3. Gmail doesn't care. You're an ad to them. You're just this perfect person, right? They love you because it's free. So the efficiency is great because if I want to earn credits, I simply click and go. Click and go. Look at this. There's another one. There's Quantum Solos. Click here to earn credits. And then I get the, people are like, oh, how do I delete all the email? How do I handle it all? Well, it's easy. You just highlight it all with Control A, and then you can just delete it all off. Okay? Delete selected messages. You can delete 1,000 of them if you want. Doesn't matter. Okay, so Postbox is great to get email and earn credits because you can switch through different accounts very quickly, very rapidly. Okay, so I love Postbox. How do you get Postbox? You log into your member area and you will see Postbox right here under Cool Tools. Okay, so it's under the, freebies. Oh, where did I put it? Biz Builders, there we go. Cool Tools. And if you're using the classic menu, you'll see Cool Tools up there. You scroll down and you'll see Postbox right here. Now, when you're actually doing the promotion, you're going to say, okay, so George says to go to the ad examples and promote with them. Well, you take that and you can copy the subject, you can copy the message, and you copy the URL. That's 3 copies where you would have to copy them and paste them into the ad at whatever safe list you're at. Well, that's work, right? Like that takes time. So what I like is a program called JitBit, which again, as you probably noticed, it was in the Cool Tools right here. So these are all under Cool Tools and are just above here. I actually did a demo video for both. Okay, so you can see these 2 videos right here. But what I like about JitBit that's really cool is, if I go back to my ad examples, say that I wanted to run this ad 10 times. I don't know where it is, I don't want to log in, Well, JitBit just runs on your computer. And it comes up like this, and normally there's nothing in there. You would add these things. So say that I wanted to do a new folder, just call this demo ads, or you can call it whatever you want, and then you say, I want to create a new keyword. Well, the keyword is actually a keystroke. So I look at it and I think, okay, well, I want to call this ad 1. So I can create a keystroke that I never would use normally. Like, you're not going to put the word in work 1 because you're going to type the word work. It has to be something that you're never going to type. So I could call it, just for the sake of argument, I'll call it VF first ad. Or, what's a good one? How about we try the Z key is a nice one. Z55. Now, what is Z55 going to be? I don't know. It's going to be this ad. So we go down here and we say Z55 copy, and we put that in as the subject. So we could call this the ad number too. Say this one here is ad 65. So you can kind of build this. See how I'm thinking to myself. So I'll call this Z65, and I'll call it S. How's that? Okay, so it doesn't matter what it is. You can write these down too if you want, not the whole thing, but that's my subject. So Z65S would be my subject of my ad. It could be SS111 if you want. Okay, so you get the hint that you can do anything you want in there. So we'll call it Z subject 11. Okay, so it just shows you do whatever you want. So that's it there. Now, the next thing that we want to do is we want this copied. So we want to copy the message. Go back into here and we say new keyword ZS22 and we paste the message in there. Now the message can be changed. You don't have to have it, that way. You can figure out what you want the message to say. Okay, so it's up to you, but it's in there. And then of course the URL down here, which you would cloak. So of course I'm going to mask it so it goes through georgekosch.com. So I click on that. See how now it's georgekosch.com. Then I'll copy the URL, go back into JitBit, new keyword, ZS33. Now that means that's my, my URL. Okay, so paste that in. There it is. So now I have access to this on my computer because when I go to promote at a website, I don't need to copy the subject and copy the message and copy, paste, paste, paste. It's all saved forever in JitBit. Okay, so if I was to go to a place, for example, like Safe List Extreme, and see if I can log in. Never know if my user accounts work or not. So I'm just going to skip my login reward and I'm just going to go and I'm going to say, well, I want to do my mailer. I want to send a mailing. And the subject, remember what we had as a subject? ZS11. Do you see how it's replaced it now with my message? And then I go to the message area and I say ZS22. And I can customize this. I could save this as sign up and get started in 1 minute. I don't want the URL in there. I could keep my name in and my URL if I want to promote my website a little bit, get rid of that. And then in here, ZS33. And I can use 500 credits, whatever I want. You can also save this as a template to be sent out again. So you don't even need to use JitBit. You could just reuse. But if you can compile excuse me, all kinds of different ads into a system of keystrokes that you can remember, you're good to go. You don't need to use any other tool to help you find where your promotion is. Okay? You can write on paper, the ZS1, the ZSs are all of my ad examples. The ZPs are this stuff, okay? So Earl says, I'm building a list, getting signups as associates at the same time, an average of 4 a day, under 2,000 clicks. I'm unable to get that. I don't know what that part means. What are your conversions? Yeah, and okay, so this is how easy promotion can get when you are using these tools. Okay, so those are important tools. And you'll notice the last tool is RoboForm passwords. Now, the really neat thing that has happened is Google Chrome is now being used by Microsoft Chrome. I don't know if they've combined their password lockers. I don't think they have, but they might have. That's new to me, but I use RoboForm in the ad examples area, and you can download a copy if you want, give it a try. But it's essential because when you go to a site like Safe List Extreme, let me log out, and I'll show you what I mean, because you probably didn't catch what I did. Down here, do you see how it says Safe List Extreme User? Right there. RoboForm will save your password after the first try. When you go in and you actually do your password and you confirm your email and you click the activation link and you do all that stuff. But as soon as you do it, it will say, would you like to save this? And you go, yeah. And it'll say, what do you want to call it? It'll offer Safe List Extreme because that's the site you're at. Okay. But when you click on here, you can say fill the form out. And it'll fill it out and you say log in. Okay, so now you can see we're going faster. It's easy to log in. Everything's working out. You've got all your sites, your ads and everything. The last thing that I recommend is over here on the right-hand menu and the advanced menu. and it's called the Link Manager. And I love the Link Manager because when you get in here, this will be empty. You can set up categories and put down exchanges, safe lists, whatever you want. Create as many categories as you want. Please make sure you organize them. 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes it's all zeros and they wonder why things are all mixed up. They'll keep coming up different. Keep them all in order. And then you will see your links page as you build it. You'll start adding things and it'll say, what do you want to call the link? Safe List Extreme. And then you put the login URL in here and you order it. You don't need, you can leave it as one because then you can go in and order them later and you pick a category, safe list. Okay, so I would put that in there. I'd say save. Of course, I put the right link in to log in and you can see them. There's the safe list. So now you can order them. You can say, okay, safe list extreme. I want number 1. You know, I'm going to get rid of it. And you can also hide it because you can show people these links if you want to. It's a fantastic program. I just absolutely love it. And I created this myself 15, 20 years ago, because it just came to me, like those bookmarking sites kept going out of business. Remember those sites where you could do your bookmarks and everything? They all went out of business. And then they put ads everywhere and all that crap. So what I like is you go here now, here's all your stuff. You've added all your stuff in. Now you click on something. I want to go to Safe List King. Okay. RoboForm pops up. Do you want to log in? It says login, same window. You can also just click on the login and then it'll automatically bring that up. Can't promise you this will log in, but yeah, so just an old account. Bottom line is it'll fill this in, it'll log you in, then you have your ability to post ads quickly. And what more could you, now this is how you get to the 200 clicks quickly, because now you can join more sites and organize them. You could be signed up for 15 or 20 exchanges safe lists. You've got your codes for JIPIT so that you can run your ads quickly. You can add as many ads as you want. And you've got your link manager to keep everything organized. Okay. And Varn says, have I ever used Kaspersky? No, the only reason I haven't is because I'm really happy with RoboForm. But I know Kaspersky's got a password manager. I recommend it if you want to use it. Okay. Earl, that's a great question. Is 200 clicks enough? No, not at all. That's a beginner. This is where we go here. Do the video. So when a person first starts out, that's the minimum goal. That should be the absolute minimum that you want in a day. Okay? That's like taking one step. And then the person says, well, I want to play soccer. Okay, well, the one step is here. Playing soccer is through the roof. I want 200 clicks to be the bare minimum. And it's easy to do. Like if you're using these tools especially, your speed of being able to do that is pretty crazy. Okay? And it will happen. I promise you it'll happen, because just like I said before, when I first got involved in this, my attitude was, and I'll draw you a picture, you log into the site. Call this a traffic exchange. Okay? And they give you a link. And it says 10 credits if you click on it. So you click on it, it goes to a site. And there's a timer up here, a little cuckoo clock going tick, 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 tick. And then as soon as it comes up, it says you got 10 credits. I'm like, oh, everybody's just going to click on these links. They show you 25 links. Well, then I clicked on the one, like I said, and I paid. I ended up signing up for free. Okay, so it was $0. Sent me into a site or something called RoboForm, and then I laid out the dough. And I got on their list, right? I got on their list. Bingo. One person on the list. So then I went, whoa, this is pretty cool. This thing is working. And I thought about the garages. You know how this is your garage and your door opens and you're like, your car is bumping into the stuff in there. And people are like, well, you can't park in your garage because people buy everything they see, especially if it's free. And then after it's free, they purchase. So it works. These things work because they're exchanges too. So why do you click? Well, initially it's just to get credits. But then when you see offers, like in our ad examples, when you go here and you say, well, what do I get? What do I get here? Well, let's click and see. Where do they get their trusted advertising? Verifiable traffic? Oh, 1 year, sign up for details. Oh, okay. No cost. This is the price, gives you a ballpark. People come in and they fill this out. How about this one? What does it, here's how you can earn by promoting, So you see, there's no cost here. Sign up for free. Okay? That's how you get to the 200 clicks. So once you get good at a couple, you're promoting over and over and over, and it works great. Okay? What kind of offers do we have to help those clicks convert? Because I was asked about conversion. Well, conversion does depend on if you're promoting to a safe list, exchange, classified ad site. Classified ad sites are good quality clicks because people aren't given an incentive to click and sign up. Okay, solo ads are a good incentive for people to click because they're clicking because they're interested, right? Solo ads generally, paid solos don't, they don't offer people anything for clicking. Now there are solo ads that do in safe lists and things, but it just depends. The quality goes up. For example, a safe list is better quality than an exchange in general. All right, and of course, if you're getting hits to your sites, landing pages and things from search engines, of course, those are the best quality, etc. There's also another thing about quality, for example, in the PLR product vault, where you can go in here, and I always use my right-hand menu here because it's easy to find PLR product vault, because these things here can all be used with the landing page builder to give away these things to generate leads. Okay, and there's 273. I try to add 10 or 12 every week, depending on how busy I get. But these are great. These are all very good products that you can download yourself and benefit from. You can set up websites with these if you want. It's totally up to you. But basically, using Design 13, 35, or 36, you can give these things away to generate leads to either your autoresponder, to our landing pages for associates, and of course they all work on your website. Okay, so they're incredible. Okay, and Earl, that's exactly how this whole thing works. Is you try to stay as organized as possible when you're doing your promotion. Okay, see which pages are working best and see which pages aren't working so good. Some pages work better in safe lists than exchanges, etc. But their bottom line is what you promote has to be giving something away for free if they register. Okay, that's consistent because the sales happen after you get them on the list. We sell silver packages to associates because the associates are our list. We never sell silver memberships on a page to somebody who doesn't know anything about us. Like, why would they do that? Okay, they're not going to just dole out $100, right? It doesn't happen. It doesn't go that way. It happens after you email them and you get them on your list. Okay? So I wanted to talk to you about the ability to get the 200 clicks a day. You can give away ebooks And I don't, banners, of course you can create banners. I'm going to show you, I'm going to play around with the graphic studio here just a bit for you, just to show off what we've created for you. And you get to that under the Biz Builder, the graphic studio here. I'm just going to go right into the gallery. This is my gallery, and you can build your own. Okay, and the reason I come into the gallery, which you'll see over here on the advanced menu, same thing. I put them under Worldprofit Graphics Gallery. There's an ebook cover gallery and a banner creator. And these are all here in the gallery. You can create a new graphic. The ebook cover creator is kind of neat because you just click on this and you click away on the one that you want to build from. It depends on what your ebooks are all about. I'll probably have 100 of these in here at some point, and of course you'll be able to go through them all. Say that I wanted to do this one here. This one looks kind of neat. You just say use eCover and it loads into the system automatically. And you can give it a name if you want, or you can leave it alone, cool guy, whatever you want to call it, because this will become yours in your gallery. And I've done a pretty good video on how to do all this stuff, but just to give you a quick idea, you can pick text, you can put it in here, and you can call it whatever you want. You just double click on it and type away. I could call it George's tips and tricks and home biz ideas. Okay, that kind of a thing. And all you do is you click outside of it, and then if you click on it, you can move it around, get it to fit in there nicely. You can change the type of graphic that it's using. You can change colors. And as you scroll down, you'll see that it'll load, probably because I'm in video right now, but you can change this. You can change the size of the font. You can change the coloring. Make it go, any way that you want with the, all kinds of different things here. All right, so you can go with the blue. You can see my ability to do this is very limited, so if I can do it, anybody can. Okay, and yeah, it does work like a charm. It's just so simple. You can put the author box down here. To say I want to add some text. Doesn't matter what, whatever you want to call it. Go like this and just say, double click in here and say author. George Kosch. And then you're off to the races with your ebook. Of course, you don't want that to be too big, so you can change the font size over here to something a little smaller. Maybe have it so it fits on one line better. Scroll down. Of course, you might change it to a darker font, right? Make it black. So there's your ebook cover done. All you have to do is say save it when you're ready. You can edit it anytime that you want. It'll overwrite the old one, and then you're down there, and you can put it under, there's your thing. So now if you want to use this, there's your URL. It's hosted. You don't have to worry about, where is it stored? You don't worry about any of that. If somebody wants to go see it, there it is. You can look at the full image here to get a preview of it. You can go view it here. You can then connect this in with your ebook. You can use this as a splash page, right? So if I take this and I copy it, say copy, and I go up in here and I say that I want to do my own ebook, I could go into the ebook creator here, and I'm not going to actually create a whole ebook, but you could put your title in for your ebook, and it says, what's the image? Well, that's where we just paste this in. So problem solved, right? That's the biggest problem with ebooks is the graphics. So you've got it there. The other thing that I do use with ebook creation is if you create the basic ebook here and you want to do some, really do some fine touches to it, what I use is under here in my apps with Google. It's called PDF Filler. And I'm not going to go into it, but it's really cool. You click on it, you can load your ebook in, and you can add graphics. You can do everything for free. Like I've never been charged for using it. Okay, so it's a really great app. Okay. There we are. I'm just going to close off some browsers here. All right. Does that help out? So the banner part is really neat too. If we go over here, I just go to the graphics gallery and then I go from there. Because these are all your graphics. Say you want to delete a graphic, it's easy. You just say delete the image. And you can delete them all you want. I was just playing with this one, so let's get rid of it. And you can see I like hot wings, like most people do. So I did a hot wings thing. It's like, whatever. So let's look at the banner creator. So these are just to get you started in any program that you're in. You can use these for Worldprofit, anything that you want. So all you do is you say, well, I want to use this one here or this one here. This is a good one. So you go use banner, and you can edit the banner. You can change the wording, whatever you want. You can actually put graphics in. So you click on graphics and you can load, say that I wanted to load my logo from Worldprofit. And go in here, go into my graphics area. Where am I going here? Member area graphics, and I go to Worldprofit. Now this doesn't matter what the graphic is. You could just try it because you can resize your graphics as they come in. So you go down here. Let me see, Worldprofit, and then I've got my logos here. There we go. So I'll just grab a, I guess it's called small logo. Let me see, which one do I want? There's a good one there, blue. Okay, so you can take your logo and it just puts it in, and then you can move it around, you know, over here. So say, oh, this wording's getting in the way, no problem. Just grab the word, move that down maybe. Of course, the graphic can be, you know, it looks like it's not going to fit with that background. No problem. You can just try a different logo or whatever. Doesn't matter. Maybe you could put a shape in behind it. I mean, I don't think I would do this, but say that you did put a funny shape there, like something to make it, and then make the shape go back, I think. I don't know. Make this one come forward. Oh, move it forward. There we go. So maybe you can move it forward till it works. Move this one back. There you go. See, I don't know how to do everything, but I'm okay with some stuff. I just play with it. And then if you want them moved over, you can do it. I know this wouldn't be something I would actually use. Not this way. I'd get rid of these things. Get rid of that. Sandy Hunter made this one, by the way. So I would probably use what she gave me. That's just fine that way. I might put a button on that says click here to get started. Right? Yeah, the undo is great too. You can undo stuff. Okay. As soon as you save it though, it goes, it's in your banner gallery. You have a gallery. Yeah, it's built in. So you can manage your banners. Okay. There you go, sitting right there. So what you can do is you can say, let's put it in banners, edit, and you automatically have, under manage categories, you can see your images in banners. That's my banner gallery. As a matter of fact, you have as many galleries as you want. You want to add a gallery, you can say carousel. Okay, so then you go back to the gallery and you can say, well, I want these 5 images in the carousel. Okay, so let's say I want to show off some wings. Edit that one. Let's put that one in the carousel. And how about this one? You know, whatever. I'll put this one. This would be under ebooks, so I'd create another thing called ebooks. So you probably get the idea there, right? So if you go into manage categories now and I click on carousel, I've got my carousel. Okay, you can use these since you have an image here. You can copy it, and it works great with the landing page builder. So if I go to the advanced menu and I say landing page builder, you can tell I like that menu. Scroll down and you've got your squeeze pages. Landing page 13 is pretty cool because you can just put any image in there and have people click. It's right here, so you give it, you know, you create it, you know, just create a new one if you want, or just use the one that you've already got. It doesn't matter. And you can even use the vault images, but let's just get rid of that one and paste in, you know, the one that I just did, and let's save it. So here's my splash page. So if I go here, George's wings, I can change the the size of it just in the controls. Click image for get some wings for free. Okay, practice makes perfect for Jessica. Just practice it. Just play with it. Learn. It's meant to be fun. The whole design of this is just I want people to be able to do things, and if you make a mistake, you can delete it. All right. So no problem. So like the image looked funny, right? Because it was it a little wide? So it's a little wide. So no problem. Let's just change it. Let's set it to 600. Right. Set it to 629. Give that a try. So we just go here, and then we hit refresh and see if it works. So it looks a little better, maybe a little squeeze, little tighter on that. But you want to give away a product? No problem. Let's go to the vault. See, this is where I can just change George's wings to something from the vault, something brand new here. Let's use this one, and up it goes. It's automatically there. All I got to do is hit refresh. See that? I can make that smaller too. I can change the background, no problem. So I have infinite landing pages. Okay? Yeah, and graphics, they do take patience. That's why we wanted to have these galleries to get you started. Okay, so you can see now that there's infinite uses for these things, right? And of course, these tie into your autoresponder too, if you want. If you want to use these things for your autoresponder or anything like that, you can use them. Okay, this splash builder is awesome because you could just connect it to anything. You could use any background images. Wherever, the bottom line is wherever you click, this is where you put the link. So that could go to your autoresponder sign up page, whatever you want. Okay. This one's a very open one. The LP13 is just amazing. There's also other ones down here at the bottom that you can use to do pretty much anything you want. Okay, so into here, okay, you've got video background, opt-in boxes, everything. Just unbelievable. And why does this stuff keep coming out? I'm a programmer, so I just see something and I think, oh, well, I'll build that for us. Okay, and it works great. So the product vault, infinite landing pages. Somebody says to you, I know we have our monitors listening in. We actually have quite a packed house. There's a lot of people in here. How many landing pages? Will they work for my affiliate programs? Infinite. There's no limit, right? You can have as many as you want. People say, well, can I put my affiliate programs on the website? Certainly you can. You can go into your website management area and we have an affiliate center. You can put all kinds of codes. Now, I wouldn't put, we had somebody, Jim, I think. Anyways, he had about 60 affiliate codes and he said, why does my site not load right? And I said, well, you got too many codes. Go easy on them. You don't have to have 400 codes in here. Just kind of pick and choose what you want. And you can see how they show up on your site, right? Like when you go to your site, you can see them. They're on the left and right. You can see there's a couple of books over here. I use the affiliate center to add my Facebook chat, right? It just comes up. Yeah, so I would recommend at most 10. If you put more than that in, nobody can get to your site. It'll just take too long to load. Okay? And thanks, Graham. And yeah, too many codes there for Bobby Joe. You probably don't want to have that many on there. Okay? Yeah, and Will, the reason that this stuff